This episode of the Recovery Couch comes to you from Greg Swartz at Remax Victory and Affiliates. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Greg brings heart, hustle, and honesty to every deal. Call Greg at 937-477-8975 today. Welcome back to another episode of the Recovery Couch. I'm your host, Brandon Couch. And in today's episode, we're talking about something most people experience, but very few talk about out loud. What do you do when you fall? When the depression sinks back in, when the anxiety spikes again, when you thought you were doing better and suddenly you're not. Let's be honest, mental health progress is not a straight line. It's more like a winding road with good days and bad days, with breakthroughs and breakdowns. And if you've ever had a setback, or if you've ever hit a wall and thought, I should be past this by now, well, you're not alone. Falling doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. Let me say that again for the person in the back. Falling doesn't mean you're failing. So what do you do in those moments when your mental health takes a dip? Well, here are 3 things that have helped me and so many others. 1, name it without shame. Say it out loud. I'm struggling today. This feels a little heavier than I expected. You can't heal what you won't name, and there's no shame and being honest about where you are. 2, just go back to the basics. Sleep, water, nutrition, movement, connection, sunshine. When our mental health slips, even small routines can feel overwhelming. But going back to the fundamentals grounds us. 1 deep breath, 1 glass of water, 1 honest text to a friend. Just start there and keep it simple. And then 3, don't isolate. Reach out. When you're in a low place, your brain will lie to you. It'll say you're being a burden. Don't call them. No one cares. You're better off alone. Don't believe that. Reach out anyway. Send the text, make the call, so you can sit down with someone safe, or at least have a phone conversation with somebody that's safe, or a text exchange with somebody safe. Because often healing doesn't start with having the right words. It starts with just not being alone. Mental health isn't a performance. It's a process. There will be moments when you fall. But the good news is that you can always rise again. Grace never runs out. Progress is never erased by 1 bad day. And healing is still happening even if you don't think you can feel it. So if you're struggling right now, I hope that you hear me clearly when I say this. You are not weak. You are not broken. And this moment does not define who you are. You are still here. You are still worthy. And you still have a beautiful future. This is the Recovery Couch. I'm Brandon Couch. If this episode reminded you that it's okay to fall down and powerful to get back up, then share it with someone who needs that same reminder. Join us for the next episode. And until then, keep showing up, keep telling the truth, and keep choosing to heal. This episode of the Recovery Couch is brought to you by J.B. Davis at Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For integrity, service, and unbeatable deals, ask for J.B. in Centerville and tell them Brandon sent you.